Building character. Jesus says in the gospel, if something comes out of a good store in our heart, it produces good. If it comes out of an evil store in the heart, it produces evil. Now, it's not the store like a Best Buy or a Staples or anything like that. I think that we can meditate on what this indeed means. I think that more is talking and speaking to us as what environment we're placing ourselves in. I think the easiest way to think about this is we always complain that our college kids, they go off to school and they don't practice their faith anymore. They don't go to church. Well, what environment are they in? What friends do they hang around? Their friends don't go to church. They party 5 times a week. They don't go to class. They don't study. They don't do this. They don't do that. How surprised can we be that if we live in this environment long enough, then guess what? They're not going to church. It takes an emphasis and effort on their part to say, no, this is not producing good in my life. It's producing laziness. It's producing a sense that I don't care about anything. I need to give myself to something. And then we take those steps and move in that right direction. Because again, it comes from the heart producing good. But I think as we move throughout our life, we can be in the same situation. And as we prepare for Lent, we're supposed to be looking at ourselves interiorly, saying, what do we need to improve? What environment are we in? Are we always placing our life for the good by our words and our deeds, or are we in an environment where we kind of are at a stalemate and we're not moving? Or if we're moving anywhere, we're moving down. So we're thinking about where we're going for Lent, and we're saying, I need to work on my problem with gluttony. We're not going to go to the store and stock up on Twinkies and Ho-Hos and donuts and have them all in our house, because again, that's the environment that we're living in, and how easy it is to fall back into that temptation. We have that ability to create the environment around us and know what's around us and what leads us to good or what leads us to bad, and move in that direction, which of course leads to good. And I don't know about you guys, but if I'm in a social situation or at a party, and I start hearing, it's usually toward the end of the party, hey, did you hear? And then they start gossiping about somebody who's not there and trying to fix their life and trying to say all sorts of things about them. That's about the time where I get uncomfortable and it's time to leave. Because I don't want to get into that. Again, are we trying to build each other up, or is our getting together all about tearing somebody down? And I would say that gossip is one of the most awful things that we have, and we don't even realize that we can fall into that environment. And then if we're in that environment long enough, then we're that person that goes into the next conversation and says, hey, did you hear? When you just want to say, have you actually even talked to that person? Do you know the depths of that person's soul? And again, as Jesus says, the elephant in the room, remove the beam from your own eye first, before you try to remove the splinter. But if we're in the environment long enough, it just becomes natural. We get desensitized. It becomes almost normal. So I think as we enter into the Lenten season, we observe the environment that we're in and see interiorly where the Lord is telling us to move. And we use this 5 weeks or 6 weeks to create that environment that makes it easy, in a way, from the store of our heart to go out and produce good by our words and our deeds. And what are those things in our environment that are causing us to not care, or go into a stalemate, or just be desensitized to the entire thing? And again, moving us in a direction that we don't want to move to. May we clear our minds and our hearts, especially in these few days before Ash Wednesday, make those determinations of how we're going to make this the best Lent ever for ourselves, and what environment our family is, in our workplace, and be that light of Christ for all.